make myself the audience. Especially in the world that we are in, where microwave world, everything is, microwavable, meaning that it's supposed to be done instantly. And that's not the case. So I block everyone out, and I tell myself it's just you there. You're just talking to you. Instead of me just trying to get the latest gossip or the latest news or talk about somebody else's success or talk about somebody else's life and use their life as a catechist for me to want to be inspired. No, I'm going to look at me and examine me and look at my highs and lows and, give myself that pep talk that I need. The talk that we all give ourselves every once in a while. Some of us give ourselves that pep talk every morning just to keep moving and keep going, and that's pretty much what I am doing here with the podcast. I'm just making it one big focus on me. And if anyone in the audience, outside of this audience, meaning myself, that can relate to it, then hey, like it, comment, subscribe, share, whatever the case may be. If it inspires you, or if it aspires you, or if it motivates you because you're relating to what I am saying, then albeit. But I can't be racing, something that's an imaginary race there where I am looking at everyone else, but I am, bypassing, focusing on myself. And it's like, this is why I haven't started. Because, when we go on social media, we go on these different social platforms, we watch everyone else doing what they're doing. And then, things are cookie cut and we think like, oh, I want to get that and I want to be that. And then you get lost in what is this, what is that. And then you just start pushing yourself and rushing yourself because you think you have to beat the status quo or you have to be a part of a certain status or a certain position, or you're not going to feel like you win. And that's depressing to me. And I don't need that. I need me to focus on me. I need me to realize the limitations, if there are any, when it comes to me exploring my creativity, when it comes to me exploring, some of those things that I have. And I need to look at the things that challenges me, the things that pushes me. Why do I start and I feel like I'm gaining some ground and then then I regress all of a sudden, or I get this lapse of laziness where I have the ability to do it, but I won't do it. I had this equipment for podcasting for almost 2 years now and haven't been consistent at all with any podcasting. These are the questions and these are the things that I want to focus on. What is stopping you from being the best version of you, Nafis? And so I tell myself, I know some of the things that are stopping me, and I need to be able to be honest with myself and look at those things and be able to challenge myself to improve where those areas where I am lacking, and hopefully I can hone in and further those skills and further those areas where I am doing exceedingly well and try to balance it out, become a better person, be a better father, a better role model, a better, instructor, a teacher, if that's the case, better podcaster, whatever the case may be. I need to become the best version of myself. So this is pretty much what I'm saying. With the name of the show, loading. Why? Because that's how I feel. I'm loading right now. I don't have any particular fancy name to call it. All right? I don't have something fancy. I'm not talking about overall. Yeah, we had the idea of coming with Bank with Benny podcast. Excellent name. I felt it at the moment when, it was chosen, it was selected. And give a little deposit here and deposit here. I mean, it's a great idea, but do I feel like that every day? Have I felt like that? The reason why I have a stream of inconsistencies throughout these last 2 years? Nah. So that's pretty much what I wanted to discuss with myself is that, hey, what's going to motivate you? What's going to get you out of bed? What's going to push you forward? What's going to make you consistent? What's going to make you sincere? What's going to make you become the better version of you? And Nafis have to answer that question. And Nafis have to, really examine himself and really be honest with himself and look at the things that he slacking. And once I do that, so I'm going to be giving myself that self-prep talk. And I'm going to do it via the podcast. Areas that I want to improve, I'm going to be discussing them. things that I want to do, skills that I have, I'm going to be, discussing them. And I'm not going to be focusing on the latest gospel, the latest trends, and what's going on here, what's going on there. I ain't trying to beat me. I ain't trying to be you. I'm trying to be me, and I'm trying to beat me. If I was great yesterday, I want to be greater today. If I was worse yesterday, I want to be better off than I am today than yesterday. Because if I can keep it like that and I can block everything out, who knows, what I can achieve, what I can accomplish, So that's pretty much the prep talk I'm telling myself. You want to be motivated? You got to self-motivate yourself. If you want to improve, then you got to be honest where you fell at. And you don't have to rush according to no one's clock but your own. And you don't have to put yourself in certain statuses such your own. They say that every person has a book in them, right? A book or two in them. And I believe that the limitations that, I place on myself is for me. So that's pretty much where I'm at. This little introduction, if you will, is pretty much loading. That's what it is. That's the deposit that I leave with myself and anyone who relates to me and how I am feeling at this moment. Then that's what this deposit is. It is loading, and I have to show up. So I thank those who don't have to show up, that did show up. I thank you for paying attention. Thank you for banking with Benny.